Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I'm Paula at Paper Crafts by PRB, and today I would like to show you, I really don't know what to call these, but there's two pockets, and then there's a there's a pocket here, and then you can put it on your page like this. So you'd glue it on the three sides, and then there would be a spot right here for a pocket. So basically, you have a pocket right here. I put just a tag in there. You have a little pocket right here so that you can put like ephemera or, a little ticket. And then here is a pocket. I put a journaling card with a tab on it. And like I said, you can glue this down and then you'd have a pocket right there. So this one I incorporated some book pages, just for the inserts for the, this is like a journaling card with a pull tab on it with fabric, but they're all, basically made the same way, of course. Here's a little pocket right here. This one, I just put a sentiment. This one says fun in the sun. And then you have the top pocket that I just add that. So like I said, they're all the same, just different papers. All right, so let me show you how to make that. They're very easy to make. One piece of, well, it's not even one piece of paper. I'll show you how to cut it and do all that. So basically you just need a piece of paper. Let me get this organized a little bit better. You need one piece of paper. So here's my paper, and it needs to be double-sided because you will see both sides after folding it. Okay, so here's my paper. Your paper needs to be 4 3/4 by 7 1/8. All right, so if you want, so here's my front part, and then here is my back. So if I want more of this to show, so for example, let me take this out of the pocket so that you can actually see that. So if you want more of these two, to show, then what you want to do is you want to have your paper facing back like this. All right, so I'm going to have this one so that this shows more. All right, so basically what you're going to want to do is just hold your paper in this direction right here. So this is, again, 4 3/4 by 7 1/8. And then you're just going to fold this corner up to here. So line that up right up to the edge and have a little corner spot right there at the bottom. Okay, and then you're going to fold this down. Now I know these are not, this is not my idea. I've seen these pockets around for a long time. Okay, so then you have that like that. You're folding, after you folded this corner part over, now you're going to fold this down, fold it, don't go over this line, but fold it as close to that as you can. Okay, now you're going to want to flip this over like this. Okay, so we were like this, flip it over like this, and then all you're going to do is fold this one over. Okay, so line that up with your edge on this side right here. Okay, so sometimes with your folding, I get a little tiny, well, this one didn't do it. There might be a little spot right there. So sometimes I just have to cut off that little tiny corner. Okay, but that's it. All right, so then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open this up. Okay, so we have it like this. I'm going to ink around my edges so that you can see those pockets better. Okay, so there and there. Okay, I'm going to ink there. So, I mean, it's very easy. I've seen a couple tutorials and, you know, they just tore a book page out of a book. They didn't even measure their paper, but every time I did that, mine just didn't line up right. So I actually have to use, you know, and of course, you know, you don't have to use the dimensions that I used, but that seems to work the best for me. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and we're going to glue here and we're going to glue here. Okay, so that's going to make this pocket right here. So we're just going to glue here and we're going to glue here. Okay, and then we're going to fold that back over. Just like that. And I'm going to open this up and I'm going to glue right here. Okay, so that's pretty easy. And there is our 2 triangles. Okay. So you have 2 triangles, one there, one there. Those are 2 pockets. And then I add a second piece. So I'm going to add this piece. So that's very easy. I've already done that. So this one is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, so then you're just going to glue this on to the back of here. Okay, and you're just going to glue the 3 sides. That way you have a tuck spot here. I did do a thumb hole notch here. That way when I put it onto my journaling page, you'll know that that's a pocket back there as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. And of course you can, you know, if you want to do this side of the paper, if you want to do that side of the paper, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my glue onto these 3 sides. And then I'm going to put it right onto here. Just like that. All right, I'm going to hold that down. All right, so I'm going to make another one. And I want to show you how it looks with a book page. So we are going to decorate this. Well, let's decorate this one first. Okay, so let's go ahead. I already have everything all made, of course. I always do that, don't I? Okay, so I have this that's going to go in here. Just a little, like a journaling card that I put a tab on it. Okay. So that's going to go there. And then I have this one that I put another tab on. And that's going to go right there. Just like a long tag. Excuse me. Okay. And then I'm going to put some cheesecloth right here with a little saying. Okay. And it says, "Be a flower, not a weed." So it's getting to be springtime and I need to get out and start planting my flowers and getting my weeding done. Oh my goodness. So much work, but it's enjoyable. Okay, so there's that gonna go. That's gonna go right there. And then I have this little ephemera piece. Okay, that I'm going to put right here in this pocket. And then I have a little butterfly that I'm going to put right here down here on the corner of this pocket. There's lots of different ways to embellish this stuff, of course. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, there's a pocket right here. I put a long tag in there. There's a little pocket right here just to put a little ephemera piece in. There's a pocket right here for like a journaling card, some journaling space. And then you glue it down onto your page on these 3 sides. And then you have a tuck spot back there. So you'd have a tuck spot right here. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to show you how to do this with a book page. So it's the same exact measurements. I have a piece of paper, a book page that's 4 3/4 by 7 1/8. And I'm going to fold this over to this side from the corner up. Okay, so let me get that on there. Good. Okay, good. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to fold this down. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to turn it like that. And I'm going to fold that over to there. All right, perfect. And I am going to go ahead and ink up around my edges. I like the look of it with a book page as well. You know, I'm always trying to find different ways to do book pages. So I like this idea as well. Let me ink that up a little better right there. So yeah, it looks good with scrapbooking paper or a book page. I just kind of wanted to show you both ways. I'm not going to decorate the book page. And then of course, here's the piece that's going to go right here. Okay. With the thumb notch. And again, you would just open this up. You'd glue this right here on this side and on the bottom. You close that up. That would give you this pocket and this pocket. And then you'd glue this on these three sides. And you'd put it down here. You'd put it on here, just like that. And then you'd have your text spot right there. And then you'd glue it onto your page on those three sides. And then you'd have another text spot. So I thought that was kind of good. I like that. I like those pockets. Something quick and easy to add to your next journal. So here are the ones that I made. All right. Alrighty, thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, could you give it a thumbs up? If, you know, leave me a comment. And until the next video, thank you.